Tonight on Night Watch.
A lot of moving around, changing the seats.
Hey, everybody in the car, put your hands up where I can see them right now. Hey, what's in your left hand, man?
Oh, yeah, it's cooking, kid.
Shots fired.
In the city of Tampa, there are as many as 850 emergency calls every night. These are the stories of the heroes who risk their lives to answer those calls. Police officers, paramedics, and firefighters. This is Night Watch.
In this job, you have to make a lot of split-second decisions. Every day, every night. When you're in these situations and the unexpected happens, the proper training will get you through. It keeps you alive. But not just you, your fellow officer that you're on that call with.
Engine 20 vehicle accident, Bruce P. down to Tampa Palms, 2140 hours.
Tier 20, transporting changes.
Requesting ALS, confirmed by station, BLS is canceled.
What's this right here? Bikes with no lights? That guy's riding down the wrong side of the roadway. Come on, guys.
They're in the middle of the road and they have no lights on their bikes, which is super dangerous because they can get hit by a car. So I activate our lights to do a bicycle stop.
One guy starts grabbing for his waistband, and I'm thinking they're gonna pull something out of their pocket or they're gonna run.
Look at this kid, he's gonna go. He's gonna run, look.
Why don't you have lights? You don't have lights in the back. He's running! Keep it up! Going south. Let me see your ass!
Go around, stop the fast. Close on the fence.
Get on your stomach. Keep it up!
Don't run from the police.
Why are you running, man? You know I'm gonna catch you. What are you reaching for? Hey, check back over there, bro. He threw something down, for sure. Hey, hold on with him real quick. Let me see. He threw something down, for sure. Just leave it here and watch him real quick.
Why are you running, man?
Man, you know how it is, man. Y'all be determined.
You gotta think of some new stuff, man. It's not happening.
Let me explain something to you, okay? I've almost been shot 3 times. I've been shot once. I haven't shot anybody. So don't give me that.
Oh, but I'm pretty sure he pulled it out of his waistband when he dove in the woods. You get anything over there, Nate? Right here. You found it? Yeah. What is it? Got a gun?
Yep, that's it.
I think the serial number is scratched off. Fully loaded. The one in the chamber. He would have got one round off.
Had it gone bad.
All this is a bicycle stop for 2 kids riding bikes with no lights, and it turns into what could have easily been a shootout and people getting shot and people dying.
Where did you get the gun?
Said that the person that let him borrow the gun, he borrowed it he gave the guy $80 and a gram of loud.
Is it a trade?
Claire, let me explain something to you real quick. Okay, I heard you talking about all this, people shooting people. When you start running from the police and your hand goes into your waistband, bro, my ears perk up and I get scared that somebody's gonna pull out a gun and shoot me. I don't want you to pull out a gun because you probably are just trying to get rid of it. But what if I see you with it like this and you just want to see where I'm at and you go like this? You're dead, bro. That's how things go bad quick, and then everybody thinks that we want to shoot everybody. So you got to keep that in mind, man. First of all, you shouldn't have a gun. Unless you want to go get a permit and do it the right way, you shouldn't have a gun on you.
Have you ever shot a gun before? So you're riding around with a loaded gun. You know how easy it is for that to go off? I mean, it's not safe for you either.
You know how it works. You make a mistake, you gotta pay the consequences. Just because you messed up doesn't mean you can't fix it. Hey, me, this other guy is good to go.
Yes, sir, he is. Thank you very much.
The second subject on the other bike, he doesn't have any active warrants, so we cut him loose. Widen your stance.
The defendant confessed to actually throwing the gun down,
Have a seat.
and he confessed to running because he was out on bond as well, and he didn't want to get in trouble, and he didn't want to go back to jail.
Slide all the way back in. Get comfortable. It's going to be about a 15-minute drive.
Crazy, bro. And now I'm calmed down and thinking about it. I'm like, holy, bro, that could have been a shootout. You know, I hate talking about it because it's sad, but several years ago, 2 officers did a traffic stop, regular just like we do. They went back to the car, ran the guy sitting in the passenger seat, ran his name, came back with a warrant for fraudulent use of checks. They both went to the passenger side, opened the door, and told him to step out. And the guy had a gun in his left hand under his left leg. And he leaned forward to get out like this, and he shot them both in the face, point blank. Killed both of them instantly. And got back in the car, and the car drove off. And then the manhunt started for 4 days. And finally turned himself in with his lawyer after the heat was on. The reality is there that any second that guy that we meet could do harm to you.
Right.
The traffic stop was right here.
I'm getting goosebumps, man.
Makes it so real.
Rescue 11, this PD, we have a male victim with a stab wound to the chest. Please respond.
Chest wound.
Control to Rescue 11, instruct 13. DVD is on scene. Scene secure. Now Rescue 11.
Roger that. So we're going to a 80-year-old. What? Stabbing. Holy. Chest wound.
Why would you stab an 80-year-old?
I know, right?
Jeez, bro. There's gonna be some kind of weird story behind this.
Could be his 81-year-old wife. There goes that right here.
Dave and I pull up and police are everywhere. So now I'm thinking this is a bad call. And our patient, he wasn't 80 years old. So I was kind of like, whew. Hey, what's up, Pat?
He sliced down his ear, but he had a big altercation. Couldn't really tell. He's got a pretty big lack right here on his chest as well.
Look at this one.
That looks kind of deep.
Yeah, that looks like a good one.
You having problems breathing, man?
I feel like I'm getting weak, though. All right.
I'm gonna get you on the stretcher.
This knife could have gone deep enough where it could have punctured his lungs.
All right, we're gonna be doing some things, partner. All right, he's gonna be starting the IV on you.
He's normal intensive, which means his blood pressure is good right now. So we want to keep that in that range.
Did you see the weapon, man? A knife.
It's a load and go trauma alert at this point because of the mechanism of injury and the location on his chest.
All right, who's driving me? Let's go.
My shit hurt really bad.
Hey, do me a favor and reassess his lung sounds for me, please.
Well, dude, how's that ear wound looking? Nice deep breath from you, okay, sir?
So the ear, how big was that lack?
That's an inch.
What's that?
It feel like I'm getting tired.
All right, do you feel like that? Okay. Deep breath.
Checking his lung sounds, everything was clear. Didn't hear any wheezing or any fluid in his lungs.
Yeah, your lungs sound pretty good, so it sounds like they didn't get the important stuff.
How much blood you think you lost?
Oh man, I ain't even know I was cut. I just felt my shirt when we get up and go tussling because I overpowered and I got my hand on the knife. And when I it up. My shirt was so wet, I thought I was sweating.
You get cut anywhere else down here at all on your legs? You don't, do you feel anything?
I ain't letting it get to me. Go in his hand. He got it. Like, man, let the knife go. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not cool. I got a wife, now I gotta call her.
Well, you're alive. Should be, grateful for that. Bring me your hand. There you go.
We get him to the hospital so they could go ahead and do some imaging to make sure that knife didn't do any internal damage.
All right, nice little ride down.
And probably gonna call plastic surgeon to take a look at that ear because it was pretty gnarly. Hey, I should have got the lotto numbers from that guy. Longer knife, placement where that was.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got lucky, you're right.
Yeah, I should have got the lotto numbers.
Would you have shared them with me?
Well, you know, Dave, you're...
Not really, that's not the answer.
You're my wife.
You're beating around the bush.
You're my wife. Why would I not share with my wife?
Well, the wife gets half of what the husband has.
My wife dropped a bomb on me the other day.
Is she pregnant?
No.
Just kidding.
My 10-year-old is not sleeping good at night. He keeps getting up in the middle of the night and looking outside. And I go, what's he doing? And she said that he's worried about you. Sometimes he comes and climbs in bed with me just to make sure I'm home. He's a little more sensitive. I guess he saw something on TV that night.
All units be advised. 395 attempted at signal 50 at 22nd and late. Last seen at 21st and Columbus.
Somebody just fled. We have an officer that says a vehicle fled from him. Several of our rock officers find the vehicle and now they're pursuing it. Come on, he's coming right to us. No, come our way.
Shots fired. Rob and I hear over the radio that another unit has spotted a stolen car.
Damn it. When you hear shots fired, you truly get a lump in your throat.
Suspect shot. We fired 1018. 10-4. And to confirm, is the police involved shooting? 10-4. Shots fired by the police. Okay, we have one white male with 2 gunshots.
It's obviously a very dangerous situation because there's still so many unknowns.
Yes, start identification. 10-4. Secure the scene and relieve room for fire.
All I can do at that point is say a prayer in the hopes that the officers are okay and for the suspect to be okay. We don't want anybody to die for any reason.
Fire department, hey, they're here, man. Fire department's here, man. They're coming. Fire department's gonna help you out, okay, buddy? They're here now.
Got 2 in the back. He's starting to fade a little bit. What happened? Scared the out of him. He hits the tree and he stops. And then he backed up and he started going again.
Tried to back over the other.
Yeah.
The officers got shot. They're okay.
No injuries to police officers. He's got 2 gunshot wounds to the back. He's pretty bad hurt.
The officers gave verbal commands repeatedly for him to stop, but the situation escalated and the officers realized that in order to stop this guy, the only option was to use deadly force.
You want me to separate them, right?
Yeah.
Y'all need to come over here. When you have situations like this, we immediately pull the officers that are involved out of that scene.
I know. Just take deep breaths.
Who'll give their statements, and then they'll be placed on administrative leave pending the investigation.
I thought he was. I was growing up, and I thought he was an environment.
The officer said he looked right at him and kind of smiled at him as he was trying to run him over.
I hope the officers involved are okay, especially when you think of you almost took someone's life. You almost took someone's son away, father away, whatever he may be. And that's hard to deal with. I mean, it's crazy the split-second decisions you have to make when you're in fear for your life.
He could have pulled over, put his hands up. Nothing would have happened to him.
You know, and I know some cops have never even drawn their gun.
I've never had to fire mine.
Come close.
I've been shot at 3 times, and it's a tough situation, and you're concentrating on all your training, and you realize, man, I'm actually going to have to fire my weapon, and it's all hitting you at once at less than a split second.
Oh, yes. Have a good night. Be careful. Party safe. Use a designated driver. Fantastic. Got a call. We got a call. Rescue 4.
Engine 10, engine 6, engine 4, rescue 4, truck 1, T4.
Fire.
Structure fire, North T6th Street.
Damn it, get out of the way. We're right here around the corner.
Acknowledge rescue 4.
Rescue 4 acknowledged. Clear right, clear right, clear right. 3rd Avenue fire. I don't see any smoke.
Truck 1 responding, 152.
I smell it. Some cops are here.
Ask him where it's at. Ask him. Stop. Ask him right there. Ask these guys. Where it's supposed to be.
Hey, is this the address?
Rescue 4 on scene in the area. Nothing showing. TP's trying to find out some more information for us.
They lit a body that had him bombing. It's a crematorium,
So it turns out that this is a crematory, and come to find out that if you cremate a body after it's been embalmed, it winds up smoking a lot.
False call.
Can we cancel all companies?
Affirmative, you can cancel all companies.
It's a crematory, and they put a body in there and it had embalming fluid in it, and they didn't know it. That's creepy, bro. What if we had gone in there and it just been bodies everywhere? Dude, I would love to be able to see our faces when the freaking, like when a fire comes up and I'm in the background. They burned a body! It's burning a body! Really, seriously. A body!
Your mom and dad worry?
Yeah. See, where my family was like, you don't want to be a police officer, because nobody in my family is. My dad was even like, don't you want to be a lawyer? Go to law school, I'll help you out. I'm like, no. You met me when I first started, but I know it's changed me.
Oh, it's changed you drastically.
I think I was very naive to how awful people can be.
I bet you the first 2 years you didn't even know people were lying to you.
Nope. I'd never seen drugs before.
Golly.
Did he say 2 cars just fled from him?
He said 2 cars, man. I wonder if they just took him off a lot somewhere.
We hear on the radio that 2 cars just fled from a traffic stop, which is pretty rare.
54, going northbound, broke line of sight, and I was trying to be attacked in the back. One second. Could be, I think it was Ohio tag, the other one, white color. The other one was a Oldsmobile Civic. Could get the tag and the Florida tag hanging off.
Ooh, that's stolen. That's gotta be.
There's actually 2 cars fleeing at the same time, and they're driving really close to each other. Usually that tells us that either they just committed a crime or one of the cars is stolen, if not both. Is that one of them? This is one of them right here. Several members of the Rock Squad are in pursuit of 2 suspicious cars that just fled from a traffic stop. Is that one of them? This is one of them right here.
Looks like they fled north from here.
This is the other car right here. I see a car parked on the side of the road that matches the description of one of the vehicles we're looking for. Whose car is this? This is your car? Do you know who they are?
You know them?
No, I didn't even see them drive the car.
Yeah, that's the way the shoes are going. Except towards the railroad track.
At first, he was trying to pass himself off as that he was a witness, but he was the driver of the second vehicle.
I saw you following him, 21st and Court, all the way to Osborne. No, you were following him because he had no lights on. He almost hit me up there. You were the back car. You fled and he fled.
A lot of times the second car will follow behind the stolen car, blocking the tag so we can't get behind it to run it to see if it's stolen.
Who's in that car?
I don't know who's in that car.
You know who's in that car.
I do not
yes,
know.
you do.
Dude, I put that on everything. I do not know who's in that car.
The trick to breaking down a suspect that is lying is to ask them the same question over and over, because they never give you the same answer.
Who was in that car, man?
He's my friend's friend, so I don't know.
Okay, who's your friend? Who's your friend?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, man. God almighty. Are you serious? That's the worst nickname I've ever heard. How long have you known him?
A month and a half, because I just moved up here.
Why were you following?
He needed help with something, so I followed him.
Help with something? What did he say? I need help with something to tailgate me for 6 miles?
I think that car's stolen. So that's Grand Theft Auto, because you're the pursuit car in the Grand Theft. You know what that means? You're supposed to ride its bumper so we don't get the tag.
Basically, what you're saying, I'm a con.
Yeah?
Dude, what is the guy's name? You know it. You know it. You know it.
Me and him have been doing this a really long time.
No.
I was following him, hiding his tags, like you said. I'm gonna be honest, I was hiding his tags. He told me to follow him. I followed him.
If a suspect's honest with me, I'm always willing to work with him.
He said to hide the tags, right? Why would you think he said to do that?
He just said follow me.
But if they're not, then they're gonna get everything that I can give them.
You're a liar. I've been listening to you for 20 minutes, and all you do is lie. And now you can't tell me who was with you. So you're going to get grand theft, you're going to get burglary, you're going to get attempt homicide running through lights every day. Yes.
Don't forget fleeing to elude.
Fleeing to elude, we're going to send your little ass to prison. So welcome to Florida.
Not everybody can play bad cop. There's so many different interviewing styles. I try to use the one that cuts right to the point really fast.
All right, I got it. They caught him. He was wearing shorts. He was wearing black shirt.
How many other people were in the car?
There was 3 people in the car.
All right, now you're making me feel a little bit better.
He finally confesses, but we just wasted too much time with him, and the other 3 guys had time to get away.
That guy made me yell at him. I mean, he's such a bad liar. I would love to play poker with that guy. He's that bad of a liar.
think it's a shame that he's already getting into trouble when he said that he came here to start over. He just needs to make better decisions.
The bad cop routine. Ron's always the bad cop.
Not always.
I think almost every time I've seen you.
I'm lost being good cop, though.
That one time I could see your face like you were confused, like you didn't know what to do.
Have a fire rescue.
We have fire in the back of storage.
Fire in the back storage.
Yes, ma'am. It's fire in the back of storage, ma'am.
Is everyone out of the building?
No, not yet. Come in, guys.
Get everyone out of the building. I've got help on the way, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
They're on their way. Thank you.
Rescue 4, what's your location?
We're all over.
If you've got a call with 10, we'll be able to pick it up.
Acknowledge.
Tell me what we got, kid.
Engine 10, 16, 18, and Rescue 4. We have a single alarm structure fire.
Rescue 4, copy.
16 called a working fire.
Working fire.
16 on scene. I got approximately 150 by 100 commercial grocery structure. I got the flame
I don't see nothing yet. Got dispatched to a working structure fire. Just heard on the radio that they've got fire through the roof and heavy smoke conditions, and they've already called for a second alarm. Second alarm means that the situation has become too large and life endangerment is so great that they're going to need the extra hands. There is smoke though, so it is a working fire. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that right there, Billy. Yeah, I see it. Oh, yeah, it's cooking, kid.
At this point in time, the structure is heavily involved in fire and actually pretty much blacked out.
Yeah, come on, get dressed, let's do it.
Truck 13 command.
Come on,
Just an FYI, the goal's about to get a lot larger up here.
Woo, we're getting some flame now.
And there's a possibility to secure another water source. The Bravo and Charlie corner is about to light off.
Copy.
Everyone making it out of the building?
That's affirmative. All employees are accounted for. Over.
Hey, you ought to not go any further forward. Huh? Do not advance anymore.
This is not a structure that I want to venture into too deep because of the conditions. So we back out until we can get it knocked down a little bit more.
David, engine 4 is set up with a full house hookup here.
Okay.
Engine 12 is going to lay from engine 4 down the back
perfect.
side and
Okay.
bring you water.
All right, perfect.
That's what they're working on right now.
Okay.
Because of the construction of this building, we know that it won't take much heat and flame for this building to collapse.
In the window, you see the window?
We go into defensive mode. These firefighters know that in defensive mode, we don't make entry into the building, and we're going to fight this fire from the outside.
I just had a flare up on the Alpha Bravo corner.
Copy that. We've got heavy fire here at the front. We're going to have to get some hand lines in through the front windows. Let's get some lines on that. Woo!
Right here, kid. Right here.
Rescue 4 to command. You called me earlier, power insecurity.
Nico's advised that the power has been cut to the entire building.
Bring down. Ben, you see the tank?
Engine 10 to command.
Command, bud.
Command, we got about a 200-pound propane tank and an exchange cage on the side over here. Flames are getting pretty close.
Copy that. Squirt water on it.
Ben, fast, man. Get that line behind you.
We need to keep a steady stream of water on these propane tanks to keep them cool. Because if these things heat up and light off, then they're going to take off like missiles. They're going to throw some shrapnel around, and they're going to end up causing us some serious issues.
Command to County 32. Want to get some hand lines full? We've got propane tanks over there I'm a little worried about.
Don't go too close.
get some hand lines pulled. We've got propane tanks over there on the board. We're dealing with a second alarm structure fire. It's important for us to get these hose streams in place to keep that fire in check and keep it from moving over to those propane tanks and causing us some serious issues. Anytime you get a building of this size and you get partial collapses, it's extremely difficult to get these fires put out.
Truck 13, man. Flare up and all 4 quadrant.
It can be frustrating sometimes, but you just have to tuck that away and focus in on what your goals are and just meet those goals one by one.
Billy, get in here with your light. Right here. Hey, right here. Look. Just hit that wall. Keep it right where you're at, right next door.
Truck 13, command.
And no, thank you. You know, as an incident commander, you take pride in seeing these guys bringing it all together, being able to take this chaotic madhouse situation, bringing some kind of order to it.
Here's your water.
We were able to walk away without anybody being injured, and everybody got to go home to their families the next morning.
Bro, it's pretty hot.
It's hot, man. It's super hot.
I'm like dehydrated.
I'm dying.
right now. Well, that's a total loss. No doubt about that. Because that thing was getting it.
Oh, I mean, there wasn't a window without fire coming out of it when we first got it.
I'm not kidding you. When we turned around to go out, and there was light coming in, I could see your silhouette. You're smoking like a campfire. I'm like, holy crap, it's too hot in here, man. We're going to just ignite.
You became a cop because you like chasing bad guys.
That's exactly right.
Well, what age did you think you knew you wanted to be?
You really want to know the truth?
Yeah.
I was 4.
4?
Like when you were a kid, you didn't look at cops and say, man, that's pretty cool.
No.
Really?
No.
I guess I'm a dork.
There's one southbound 19, southbound 21 Apple. Shark sedan, next part. Westbound 21st Ave, started running back southbound 65 east. Jump right behind the car, run.
Where?
Right here.
We hear air service say that they just saw someone run from a car when a marked patrol unit drove past it.
Rock, continue westbound. Mark unit, hold your position. The car is parked there and he's running back northbound to 21st Ave, guys.
All right, we're here. .391. It's the black car on the west side, right?
Truck's up against the northeast corner of that house.
Yeah, you get nervous all the time. You know, to stay alive in this job, you gotta assume everybody's armed.
Yeah, he's tucked up underneath, so if you guys both want to get out of your cars, we'll walk in.
Here we go.
Yes.
It's a dangerous situation when you can't see them behind a fence. Watch them right there. Perfect place to ambush the police. Don't run. Let me see your hands. Put your hands up, man.
Put your hands in the air.
Keep your hands out of your pocket. Watch them right there.
Air Service witnessed someone run from a car when a marked patrol unit drove past them.
Put your hands up, man.
Put your hands in the air.
Let me see your hands.
Hands in the air.
Put them on top of your head. You're interlock them. Do you always sleep under the stairs?
What did I do wrong for the helicopter to be on me?
I don't know. You tell us. You left the car running.
You left the car running.
Right there.
What's your story, buddy? The average person, when they see the police, doesn't just get up and start running.
No, we was already out here hanging out doing.
But you're sweating. You turned around and ran.
This is from going over the fence. This right here.
Sir?
Yeah, over the fence when you hit the ground on the other side.
I gotta go check under the stairwell.
There's some bunch of money down here. I bet you that's his. Counterfeit money.
Yeah, that's what he was hiding.
That was gonna need that, 'cause that ain't mine.
Oh, buddy, it's right where you climbed out. Buddy, that's the worst counterfeit money I've ever seen. He said it wasn't his, but everything under the staircase was dirty and damp, except for his money and him. That's why you jumped over there, and that's why you hit it. You were worried about it. Tell the truth.
I'm in the wrong. Police right there. He scared me. I know what to do.
All right, that's the first thing you told truth.
That's it, sir.
Guess what? You're probably gonna get a ticket and get out of here. Listen to me closely. My name's Rob, all right? And I'm out here all the time. The next time you deal with the police, don't drag them through this.
All right, just sit tight. You want to talk to him anymore?
No, I'm done with it.
So Air Service saw him. He was trying to get away or like avoid you.
I guess he saw us coming down the road. Just made this turn, parked the car, took off before I could even see him get out.
So we can't charge him with the bills because we didn't find him on him.
And you can't charge him with stupidity.
Unfortunately.
The spot where he was hiding, I was shining my light on. I could not see him.
I guess he couldn't get that gate open, and that's why he jumped over it.
He's getting nothing, really. He's getting a criminal traffic ticket. The problem is Air Service spotted him watching the March unit. When the March unit turned and he took off running, there wasn't much we could do. We can't even really charge him with a resist because the police officers never said stop. I feel like I drove 90 miles an hour into a wall.
Whiskey 4, we have a male patient, approximately 9 years old, having difficulty breathing. Caller informed us that the child does have asthma. Please respond.
9-year-old kid, difficulty breathing, had a treatment, it's not working.
Being a dad, calls with children, kind of tends to tug at your heart a little bit. You tend to relate more personally.
Let's go say hi to the little guy. Or I'll say. Hey, big guy. What's up? You okay? You scared? What are you scared of?
Yeah, that's from breathing so fast. Take it easy. You'll be all right.
Let's take this out your mouth. I'm gonna listen to you breathing, okay, big guy? Yeah?
And asthma? How old are you, Bubba? 9. Man, you look like you're 10 at least.
I thought you were like 24. Take a nice, easy, deep breath. So you're breathing down. There you go. Now when you take a deep breath, does it hurt pretty bad right in there? Where's it hurt? Point to it for me. Right there. You been coughing?
Every time I cough, I get a headache.
You get a headache? Well, you gotta stop that coughing, then you don't want no headache, do you?
The thing he's saying is when he takes a nice deep breath, he's having some chest pain. Now it could be. Does he have a history of pneumonia?
Before he did it.
Okay. Has he had a fever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Asthma in itself, if left untreated, can be dangerous. Now we learn he has a history of pneumonia. Everything's a little more serious. Our main goal at this point in time is to keep him calm and let him know that everything's going to be okay.
That pain feeling a little better in your chest? No?
Put you back on this stuff again here. You still scared? I ain't gonna do nothing to hurt you. All right? No needles, no nothing. How about that? Sound like a plan? All right. You ever seen a picture of your heart before? You want to? Right there? That's your heartbeat. Each time it beats, this big line goes. Okay? You want a picture of that? When I'm treating kids, I tend to treat them as my own, so I take all kids very serious and personal. You want to give me a bump? All right. You kind of missed, but I'm gonna let you slide because you don't feel good. You making good grades? Promise? All right, I'm gonna keep track of you. You don't smoke, right? You don't drink alcohol? You don't do drugs? You better never start. I'm proud of you, kid. Grandma, you do a good job. Treating kids can be very rewarding. To see him start to smile toward the end is a tremendous feeling. I think this guy is going to be just fine with a little rest and some breathing treatments. My man, what you got there? Your heart. You're holding your heart in your hand? He's holding his heart in his hand? That's just crazy. Hang on to that now.
It's Friday night, buddy. They're out here. What?
It's Friday.
Any felonious stare downs?
You're lucky my voice is gone. I can't sing to you. I can't serenade you.
Darn.
Darn.
Just for 43, we're set up. We have a view of the Silver Dollar.
Sketchy. Mm-hmm. That'd be it. Silver 4-door Honda.
That was not a...
No, it wasn't. It rolled it. Signal 50 real quick. See what's happening.
A lot of moving around, changing the seats.
Put your hand up. Everybody in the car, put your hands up where I can see them right now.
I see all kinds of movements. This is an immediate cause for concern. That's not normal behavior whenever you do a traffic stop.
393, can you have no, you can hit this way.
Hey, what did I just tell you?
They're not complying. The severity of the situation is skyrocketing. This is a perfect example of how a simple traffic stop can go from 0 to 100 real quick.
I don't know what you have in your pockets, man.
A lot of moving around, changing the seats.
Put your hand up.
As I'm walking up to the car, I see a lot of movement inside.
Everybody in the car, put your hands up where I can see them right now.
This is an immediate cause for concern because I don't know what's going on in that car.
I don't know what you have in your pockets, man.
Don't move. Just stay the way you are, both of you guys.
Hey, unlock the car. This guy's our driver. Let's get him out real quick.
Keep your hands up. Don't put your hands anywhere but up. That's how people get hurt. You understand me, right?
Put your hand right there, on your head, right there.
Everything goes bad when people's hands go down. You know what I'm saying?
You have anything on you not supposed to have? What's with all the weird movement in the car? Well, then why were you driving? Don't lean on the car, man. Stay right here. Yeah, it's him. Oh, you know him?
Yeah. I know right where he lives.
Meat, did you search this front? I mean, there's weed right there in the floorboard.
Is that what he was worried about?
Probably that.
They're being honest, so you're gonna cut them?
I'm gonna cut all of them.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey guys, listen up real quick, all right? We're gonna have a little group talk. I'm gonna tell you that you were in the driver's seat. Okay. So you have no license, so you're scared. So you try to get out of the driver's seat because you're not supposed to be driving. I can work with that. The three honest guys. I love it. I think we're gonna be able to work this out and get everybody on their way. Here's what's in the car: a little sack of weed, which is a misdemeanor ticket. It's nothing major for people to go to jail about. Okay, you're gonna get tickets, and you're all gonna be on your way. All right, nobody's going to jail. All right?
That goes a long way in our book when you're honest with us. You don't make us work harder for it.
Yeah.
But don't drive. Don't drive. We haven't dealt with you in forever. Whatever you were doing it right until tonight. Okay, well, stay home and take care of her.
More officers die in a traffic stop than any other incident that they become involved in.
Okay, here's your ticket for driving with no license, all right?
And here, keeping our cool and remaining calm in this situation kept everybody safe tonight.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I don't ever see you again, you know what I'm saying? At least not on the job. On to the next one, buddy.
Man, driving down this road gives me the chills. Officer Jeffrey A. Kokab and Officer Dave Curtis, Memorial Highway. I knew them both. My partner at the time talked to Jeffrey Kokab quite a bit because they both played hockey.
Yeah, I remember Curtis because when I was a field training officer, he was like my dinner partner's probationary officer. So we would go eat together and just the nicest guy. Every day, our department as a whole probably does hundreds of traffic stops. And you never know who it's going to be in the car, or if they have a gun, or if today's the day they don't want to go back to jail.
Over 6 years ago, this seems like just yesterday. Did they ride on them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
they did.
engraved.
God almighty, man. They put their badge numbers and everything.
Wow.
They got the thin blue line on there.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
That's really nice. 629. That was a pretty screwed up scene, I can tell you that. There was cars everywhere.
When it happened, I was still working at FDLE, and right at that moment, I was like, I'm going back to Tampa.
Yeah, that must have made you come back, right?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not doing any good sitting at a desk. Like, I need to be back on the street.
We ride by these crosses and everything. It reminds me, it can happen to anybody at any time. And not every police officer that's ever done this job for a matter of time has cheated death.
Oh, yeah. Split-second decisions are part of our job every day. Not knowing what's going to happen next. We always realize the risks, but we don't always consciously think of them every day. Of course, we love catching bad guys, but there's also the other side of it where you want to help people. And that's always a good feeling to know that you have accomplished that. This is my city, and these are my people that I signed up to protect and serve. So there's nothing I wouldn't do to accomplish that.